Shelby, you're next.
One word answers, everybody. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Hi, Gary. My name's Shelby Bateman, and I've been named the 2026 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. Um,
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations.
yeah, thank you so much. We're currently stationed at Marine Corps Recruit Depot Paris Island in Beaufort, South Carolina. And my husband's on special duty assignment, so he's a drill instructor making the Marines down there. So, my first question is, besides the concert itself, what other traditions or ways do you personally take part in honoring Memorial Day?
Yes, well, that's my tradition. I mean, no question, and has been for over 20 years now. The thing I used to have my family there with me every year. They would be a part of it, and again, some of these compositions that my son wrote that are part of the National Memorial Day Concert. I think some of that was inspired by the National Memorial Day Concert, and hearing the stories that we tell, but then also hearing the music that's provided to back up those stories. And I think Mac wanted to write very passionate and patriotic, a couple of very uplifting patriotic pieces. And so both of those pieces are that. It was our family tradition for quite a long time. Now, both my daughters have three little ones each, and not as easy for them to travel. Hopefully, when the kids get a little older, that will be back, and it'll be a family tradition again. But lately, I've been going on my own. Um, so I always and here part of the tradition is trying to let people know about the National Memorial Day Concert. While it's one of the most watched television shows on PBS every year, it's still there's not enough people tuning in, and we want as many Americans to tune in and know about this concert as possible because it is our national celebration. I mean, it really is our national salute to the sacrifices that have been made, and we want to highlight that. So I hope a lot of other people see the concert this year that haven't seen it, and they make it their family tradition to tune in every year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So this year marks the 250th birthday of America. When you reflect on the generations of service and sacrifice that have shaped our nation, what stands out to you most personally?
Oh dear. Well, too many things to mention. But I'll mention one of our programs at the Gary Sinise Foundation. We have a pretty vigorous program that we've had for quite a long time now, where we honor the families of our fallen heroes, and we place special emphasis on putting our hands, wrapping our arms around these families, and especially the children, just wrapping our arms around these kids who have lost a mom or a dad. We have thousands in our database of these families of fallen heroes, as well as families of fallen firefighters and police officers. We have ongoing events throughout the year in every state in the country where we have families who have lost a loved one. And so we do community events. And then, of course, at the end of the year, we have a giant event that we do in partnership with American Airlines, who provides the travel. They're our presenting sponsor and provide all the travel so that we can travel upwards of 1,000 children plus their surviving parent to Disney World in Orlando for a 4 or 5 day all expense paid trip of healing and bonding and joy. And we want to help them through a time, the holidays can be very, very difficult, of course, for families who've lost a loved one. And so we provide this event in early December, Disney in December, and we will travel that many of these kids. I've been doing this for 20 years now. It's been a part of my foundation since 2018. Um, we'll travel the kids there, and then we take 3 days off, and then we will bring maybe over 600 families of our fallen heroes, military heroes. Then we take 3 days off, and we'll bring about 400 families of fallen first responders and do the same thing with them. Our firefighters and police officers, we lose them every day in this country. I mean, it's just this morning at the Gary Sinise Foundation, we provide a gift to all these families of fallen first responders who, we will lose a firefighter or a police officer. And every other week, I'm signing letters to police officers and firefighter families who've lost somebody, and then we send them a donation to help them through. We can never forget that there are people out there each and every day in small towns all over the country that they're going through tough stuff, and we want them and their families to know that we care about them. So I think about those families each and every day. I have a full-time foundation that's devoted to that. It's something that we do 24/7 at the foundation, and so I'm constantly thinking about those families.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for everything you do for not only just those families, but all military families across the board. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby.